this weekend feels nice.
Yes, it felt really nice.
You know.
Walking out the door this morning, I was like, ooh, I might actually have to grab a jacket.
Oh, I've had a jacket both days.
Yeah.
But yesterday, I mean, just beautiful, you know, playing out in the driveway with the kids, just really nice weather. Really hard to believe that that monster is out there, you know, when we're having such beautiful weather right now.
Exactly. I mean, over in the water, it's a lot more humid, a lot more moisture. Here on land, though, because we just started fall, and the fronts that we have, you know, it's a little bit more drier. So even when it gets hot during the afternoon, it still feels like really comfortable and just really pleasant outside.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, like you said, we still have Tropical Storm Ian out there. Just south of Cuba now, southwest of Jamaica, and wind speeds with this system is currently at 50 miles per hour. Pressure is at 1002 millibars, so the pressure did drop a little bit. Wind speeds did increase a little bit. We haven't really seen much strengthening with this system over the past 24 to 48 hours because it's been kind of in an area of shear. You don't know what shear is. It's basically the change in wind speed or direction with height, and this is our shear graphic here, and all this green and blue here and the little stripes, that's all wind shear. Now this storm that's here, as you can see by the line, was here in this area with shear, so it wasn't really developing. It moved through this area of shear through the Caribbean Sea, so still wasn't developing that much. It's finally now just getting to a point where it's starting to become less shearing and more of a vertically stacked system where we can see the eye straight through it, even from our satellites and visible radar imagery. Now here are the long range models where this storm will end up. It starts Wednesday at 8 a.m. Now as we head into Tuesday, we'll start to kind of hit Cuba as a Category 3 hurricane, but what happens, you know, as we get into the Gulf of Mexico, that's the real concern. As we head into, let's see, Thursday, looks like the European model, the blue here that you see kind of behind that green, has this system making landfall near Tampa Bay. That's 1 o'clock on Thursday. Meanwhile, the GFS model has it still out in the Gulf of Mexico. This is really important because when these storms are in the Gulf of Mexico longer, they strengthen more because of the warm waters of the Gulf. And not only that, but the GFS has it coming straight towards central Georgia as a whole. It has to go through the panhandle of Florida and southern Georgia first. But one thing to also mention is that the European model kind of meets up with it again. So it's starting roughly in the same spot, ending in the same spot as we head into Friday at 4 p.m. But the journey to get to those spots are really different. And that's really important to note because, you know, where the eastern side of these storms, where the rain bands are really important because that's where we see tornadic activity versus the eye wall and its surrounding maximum sustained wind. So kind of two different environments at play here when it comes to these tropical systems. What environment will we see? Well, it all depends on where these storms will end up. Now, 7 o'clock, as you can see on Saturday, looks like most of the systems and storms are off to our north and east. Nothing to worry about. It looks like it's all decoupled and just a big blob of rain after that point. So after Saturday, looks like your weekend can continue, assuming there isn't too much damage with these storms. But like I said, those charts, the models, they can all change overnight. It's very important to stay up to date. Now, that being said, still out there in the Caribbean Sea at this point. We're still seeing some tropical storm and hurricane watches in effect for Cuba and the Cayman Islands as well. And then, like I said, let's look at the forecast cone real quickly here. We've kind of seen it a few times already. We'll get another update at 11 a.m., but looks like it's already headed towards Florida, Category 3 by landfall, and Category 1 as it makes its way into the southeast. Now, back in Macon, beautiful skies, 56 degrees. Live radar is nice and clear thanks to a high pressure we have sitting over us. Cold front approaching our way, bringing us some showers and rain and storms as we head over into the overnight hours, waking up tomorrow morning as well. Alex will be here tracking those with you. Temperatures across the board in the mid 70s. Dew points also in the mid to upper 70s. Today, getting up to 88 degrees, and tonight dropping to a cool 66 degrees. Tomorrow, similar situation. Over the next 7 days, warm starting us out, clear by Wednesday, tracking tropical storm and what will be Hurricane Ian Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Last but not least, Suzanne's fishing forecast.